Looking to brighten your smile and boost your confidence? Look no further than Brighter Shades Ahead, your ultimate destination for teeth whitening. Jamie, the founder, has over 20 years of dental expertise. As a licensed and certified teeth whitening professional who understands the challenges of motherhood, she's here to help you. As a valued listener, you can take advantage of an exclusive offer. Mention this podcast and receive a generous $25 discount on a blissful 90-minute session. Whether you're preparing for dental work or just looking for a confidence boost, visit brightershadesahead.com or call or text 801-550-4693. Again, 801-550-4693 to schedule your next whitening session. Remember, brighter teeth won't solve all your problems, but they're a beautiful reminder that brighter days are always ahead. I recently got my teeth whitened by Jamie and loved the experience. I am excited to go back, and I know you'll love the experience too. So book her today.
Hey, it's just Blaine and Bex here with the best podcast in Utah.
That's right. It's Radio Daybreak, a show highlighting the people, businesses, and events that make Daybreak, Salt Lake City, and Utah one of the most majestic places around.
Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and never miss an episode of the best podcast in Utah, Radio Daybreak.
Ready to have more energy, fit into your favorite jeans again, and just feel good? Shannon Galladay is here to help you create a healthy lifestyle so you can be your best for the people you love most. Shannon, the founder of Galladay Fit, has over 12 years of experience as a health and fitness coach and a year of experience as a life coach. As a mother of 3 girls who struggled with her weight during pregnancies, she understands what it's like to get her body back after having babies. As a valued listener, you can take advantage of an exclusive offer. Mention this podcast and receive a generous $20 discount on our fitness and nutrition package, plus a free 30-minute life coaching session with Shannon. Whether you want to lose the baby weight, run a 5K race, or just feel better in your clothes, call or text Shannon at 480-823-2595. You can also go to yourwellnesscheckin.com to get Shannon's free checklist and videos to help you start feeling better right away. It's time to start feeling and looking your best so you can take care of the people you love most. Shannon is so welcoming and easy to talk to. I just love interacting with her. I know working with her could be a meaningful experience.
The following presentation is a production of Ride the Wave Media.
Step into the world of A is for Adversity, a podcast where we explore the journey of motherhood. Join us weekly as we navigate the intricate garden of self-discovery amidst the trials of motherhood. This is your space to nurture your identity and bloom. I'm your host, Jen Banks. One of my friends is pregnant with her first, twins actually, and I went and saw her this morning to drop off her gift. I was unable to go to her baby shower, so I wanted to see her before she delivers. And she asked me what helped me the most when I had my first child. And I told her to always have something to look forward to, even if it's just something as small as grabbing lunch somewhere or going on a date or family coming into town. It just always helped to have something on the calendar and on my radar. It reminds me of running and how when you're kind of sick of it, you just have to focus on the next sign or the milepost or whatever's coming up so that you can just make it to there and then you can proceed. But motherhood, it's such a journey and it's seemingly endless. So when we have those checkpoints to look at, it makes it feel a little bit more manageable. Speaking of showers and gifts and all the things, my guest today is Carla Lifferth with Liffcake Parties, and I am so excited for you to meet her. She is just a fun lady, a fun personality, and she brings that to every party and makes it budget friendly. So here we go to my interview. All right, I'm here with Carla today. Carla.
Hi.
Would you mind introducing yourself to my audience a little bit?
Absolutely. So I am Carla with Liffcake Parties. We are an event planning service. And also party rentals. So we also have rentals that you can rent. And we love to make magic happen, but not only magic happen, but do it on a budget as well. And that's where we are with Liffcake Parties.
Perfect. Thank you so much for introducing your business. I have loved watching you and getting to know you a little bit better. It's great that Carla and I connected because I feel like with my dream of having an event center that's affordable and her dream of having party planning that's affordable, it's kind of just a great match. It's been fun to collaborate a little bit. My podcast season currently is about identity. So now that we know your business a little bit, I want to just talk to you a little bit and figure out who you are as a person. A lot of times we introduce ourselves as what we do, and I'm so guilty of that, oh, I'm a mom and I do this and I do that. But you personally, what motivates you to work hard? What drives you the most?
I mean, I know this sounds cliche, but the reason why I work so hard and have the drive that I have is for beautiful children. I mean, honestly, they are my why. Just overall. I mean, to the point where my little 7-year-old was my inspiration for Liffcake Parties. And I say that because I started it back in April. And I know we're going to get all to this, but this kind of goes along with my why and why I do what I do. She literally, I was contemplating because of the holidays coming up and just needing extra money and needing to make sure that the holidays are paid for and bills are paid for, the whole, struggle that everybody's having in this market today. Right. And so I was thinking like, okay, should I go get another job? Should I go get a little part-time job? What should I do? Right. So I was interviewing for all these various companies and I said, they had off of school one day. And I said to her, hey, I need you to be a little bit quiet right now because mom has an interview. And she goes, oh, is it for Liffcake Parties? And I was like, no, I don't remember what the job was, but let's just say Target, right? It was for Target, right? And she goes, Mom, why are you trying to start something new when you have Liffcake Parties already? And I was like, and it hit me like full speed. Like it was just like, oh, it was like one of those moments where like gut punched you, And I was like, you know what? You're right. Like you're absolutely right. And thank you for putting mom in perspective because that is what I needed. And ever since then, Jen, I have really just been just full-fledged, ready to run, ready to go.
I love that. Yeah. So I don't think that's cliche at all. I think that's great that family is that motivation for you. I feel like my highest motivator is connection. And so I do a lot of things for connection, And so when we keep our values in perspective and our motivators, then we're able to stay true to ourselves. And that was great. She kept you on track with your dream. So I love that. So what are some of the hats that you wear besides party planner and mom? Are there any other hats?
Jen, you've learned this about me the little bit of time that you've known me. I love to stay busy. So yes, I do wear multiple hats. I actually have the opportunity here in Daybreak where there is a resident that needed my assistance. She's an elderly lady. I tend to her twice a week and just have a good time doing it. And then let's see, I am on the PTA board at my kid's school. I'm class mom, room mom, whatever you call it. So heavily into the school with my children. Yeah, you name it. I kind of like,
yes.
I have my hand in it, So I love to stay busy. And my husband always says, if she's not doing something, something's not right. Cause I've always got my hand in something. So
yeah, I love that. I'm the same way. What's one of your core values? What is important to you as a person?
I was thinking about this the other day because I actually was writing this. I'm doing a gratitude journal. And that was one of the questions the other day. Just what drives you? What's your core, right? And I would honestly have to say my core is being loyal. I am very, very, very driven by that. Like I'm that way in friendships, relationships, business transactions. I try to be true to myself. We all make mistakes. We all do things, but I just try to make sure that I stay on that path of just being loyal and being someone that someone can trust and just know that, as I like to say, you're ride or die, like that person who, is in your corner no matter what and will always have your back. So that's who I am.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for bringing that out. I've been learning a lot about values recently, and something that was pointed out to me is that no value is better than another, but we all just, operate differently because of what is valuable to us. And similar to you, one of my values is reliability. So same type of thing is, I love showing up for people and doing what I say I'm going to do. And other people might value ambition or integrity or, whatever it is. It's just what drives you personally. So I love that. And And we're all unique, so we all have this different chemical makeup of values. So when have you experienced some adversity or challenges, and did it refine your character, do you feel?
Do you mean in business or in life? What Doug said.
Yeah,
So
whatever comes to mind.
I think the main in business is, again, because loyalty is so important to me. My name is everything, right? So for me, when I do an event, or if you have a rental service or what have you, I always take it to that next level. Like, I always want to make sure that you're getting that next quality moment, right? And I never want my customers or my clients or my friends or anything, right, to feel like I have shorted them, right? There's been so many things where I'm like, oh, I'll go to my husband and I'll say, I just don't want to do this. I just, deep down inside, I don't want to do it, right? But I know that I've committed to it, right? So I would say the biggest challenge for me is that NO word, and that's no. Like, I just, hey guys, at this time, I can't take this on. I can't do this, right? And just having that opportunity to just maybe work and reflect on some things about me. So that's where I'm at right now in my life, is just working on those little moments of just saying, no, hey, Jen, I can't do it, and which is a really hard struggle for me. But I feel like when it comes to boundaries and just setting those core, moments and making sure that you can do things at a proper way, because if you take on too many things and keep saying yes to so many things, you can't, it can't get done. You know what I mean? Somewhere, some shape, some form is going to go left and hurt. So I think my biggest challenge is just saying no.
Yeah, that is so relatable, because I feel like since we are doers, you and I, it is so easy to just say yes, yes, yes. And I enjoy all the things that I do. There's rarely anything that I don't enjoy. And so I've had to step back and realize, okay, but what do I value most? And so that I can say no to the other things, even if I do enjoy them, because I made a goal to, set aside time for rest. And then I end up filling that time with other things. And it's, no, this was supposed to be a time to rest. And so I'm learning that too. So that's so relatable. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a little bit about who you are. Now we'll move more into explaining what you do, which I know they're so intertwined. And I love the examples that you brought up, and they are truly a reflection of you. So you did great. What got you interested in event planning? I know the story, but I love to hear it all the time.
Yes. So actually, it was when my son turned 2. We wanted to do, I wanted to do something fun, something big. I mean, for his first birthday, we did Jake and Neverland Pirates. So I kind of feel like that was like cliche, right? So my son, he loved mascots. And I mean, I didn't know any other 2-year-old that loved mascots as much as he did, right? He just did. And so I decided to throw him a local sports team party. Okay, I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
And I called around to different mascots, and I actually was able to book one, right? And so anyway, long story short, we got this mascot done, and I was like, okay, now we got to do a fun party to go with it. And so I just kind of pulled myself out of my own element and just started getting creative and making things and DIYing things. And, because again, I didn't have a huge budget, right? Like, I didn't have this massive $7,000-8,000 budget to bring in, goals and this and have it at these, massive stadiums and stuff like that. So anyway, we did it right in my in-laws' living room. And it was the time of the kid's life. I mean, it was a sporting event. It was, you name it. It was like you were at the arena with this mascot. And from that, I saw the joy, one, of planning that I love doing. I loved seeing the sparkle in people's eyes, like when they walked in and they saw it. And that intrigued me. And it was something that just kind of like made my soul just burn inside, like just watching everybody's reaction and watching how much fun my son had. And then from there, it just became this magical moment. Every event that I did, it was like magic after magic after magic. And of course, it was my kids' events, it was school events, it was different things like that I was doing, right? I didn't pursue it as a business quite yet. And then I had decided that I was going to like kind of freelance with some people and just see if it was something that I wanted to do and get more experience doing what I did, right? And while doing that, I just kind of learned, hey, this is what I love. And my husband again asked me, and he was like, well, if it's something that you love, why are you doing it for someone else? Do it for yourself. Do it as your baby, because this is what you love to do. Again, that big, F word that I hate saying is fear, but I was very fearful to step out on my own, right? And again, it was like, okay, let's just jump in and do it. And so from there in April, I decided I was just going to launch my own business and do me and just do it as Liffcake Parties. While we're talking about this, I'll kind of tell you where Liffcake comes from, because that always makes people laugh when I tell them. Liffcake comes from, my last name is Lifferth. My husband's first name is Jake, and my name is Carla. So when we first were married and I was trying to come up with my own Instagram name, my husband said very jokingly, he was like, what about Liffcake? Because it's Lifferth, Jake, Carla, and Jake, right? And I was like, I don't know. Well, anyway, here we are 15 years later, and it is still stuck. That is my Instagram name, and it is also my business name. And I love it because it shows the core value of who we are. And we are a family business. I mean, if you have a setup with me, you're going to see my husband, you're going to see my kids. They all come with me. They love it. I mean, I'm setting up right now for an event that we have on Monday, and my daughter last night was in here setting up the tents with me. And because I always do a preview setup so I can kind of see what I've had in my brain this whole time, but kind of make sure that it's unfolding right before the actual event happens.
Yeah.
And she was in here doing it with me. And she's, oh, Mom, when you're done doing this event, this is going in my room, and this is what I want. And this, this is, so we truly are a family oriented business. And I think that's why I love what I do. And it all started from my baby boy. Like I got to give him all the credit because that's where it started. So
That's so great. Are you looking for peaceful, screen-free activities? Introducing Daybreak Dough, a local homemade Play-Doh and sensory kit business that uses natural ingredients found in your kitchen. Ash has been making homemade Play-Doh and sensory activities since 2016. As a preschool teacher, she immediately saw the impact creating engaging sensory experiences had on her young students and started using them as a tool to help with her own mental health too. Homemade Play-Doh and sensory activities offer many benefits for young children, adults doing inner child work, and anyone who is seeking more play in their lives. Daybreak Dough's mission is to remind all of us the importance of sensory play, no matter our age. Visit www.daybreakdough.com and enter code ADVERSITY at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Daybreak Dough can also be found on Instagram and Facebook with the handle @DaybreakDough. I ordered a few of these from Ash, and I love them so much. My preschoolers stay engaged for a very long time and request these kits almost daily. Whether you're ordering one for yourself or some kids in your life, you won't be disappointed.
The trumpets have sounded and the end is nigh, but have no fear, your prophet is here. I'm the Fresh King Benjamin, host of Vibing the Apocalypse, a podcast that uses comedy to bring injustices that I went through to light. I'm an escapee from a Mormon polygamous compound in Wyoming. I was taught that the world was a wicked, wicked place. But now that I've escaped, I want you to show me all the wicked things and help me catch up on what I missed out on. Check out Vibing the Apocalypse right here on Ride the Wave Media.
Have you ever been curious about the energies that influenced you the moment you took your first breath? Are you captivated by the cycles of the moon? Are you intrigued by the connection you feel to the stars in the universe? If so, having your birth chart read can answer these questions and give you insight to the cosmic blueprint that was made when you were born. Kaya Community founder Cambria Davis is an experienced astrologer and energy healer that has the unique ability to unveil the magic of your birth chart and the essence of your soul in ways that will resonate with you for years to come. Not only can this 60-minute reading connect you deeper with the stars, the cosmos, and yourself, it can help you return to your soul's essence and to remember the purpose you have here during this existence. It can provide direction and guidance if you feel stuck or lost. And most importantly, it can help you be in alignment with the timing of your life. Follow your soul today and book your reading with Cambria by visiting www.kayacommunity.com. That's community with a K. Or find the link in the show notes. I met Cambria at the business networking lunches in Daybreak and have been so fascinated by her talents and personality. And I'm so excited to have my reading done with her in the future, as well as a girls' night where she will do birth chart readings. Book a session with her and be sure to mention that I sent you.
Yeah, my son's 3-year-old birthday is coming up, and I've been inspired, by your methods and just how, I want something that really reflects him. What is he into right now? What is a party that would speak him? And so how do you make it affordable for the average mom? And, some moms might be like, oh, I can plan a party like that. Like, where do you come in?
So the nice thing about having an event planner is, one, it takes the stress off of you, right? Like, you no longer have to run around and do things. You're not worried about the tables. You're not worried about the favors. You're not worried. That's all that stress now is removed from you, and you get to put it on me, right? But in that same breath, what I like to remind people is that working with an event planner is a luxury, right? So you could do your party on a DIY scale, right? And everybody knows how to do it. We all know how to go to Zerkers and get some balloons. We all know how to go on Amazon and get that cute package that we think we're getting. But let's be real, we actually get it. It does not look like the pictures, right? Sure. So we, just those little things. Like, yes, anybody can put together a party, but working with me with Liffcake Parties, the one thing that I love that I do is everything is customized to you. So let's say if you say to me, Carla, my daughter, like I had one client that came to me and said that she had lost a child, and a certain color was what was brought to her when this child, passed away. And so when I heard that, it spoke to me, and I wanted to make sure that we incorporated that into her event. And so just little things like that mean so much to me. And so working with Liffcake Parties, you get that, you get the customize, you get the stress taken off of you. You get, working with certain budgets, Amazon, Temu, certain places can't work with certain people's budget. So DIYing it, being creative, coming up with things. I mean, I just sent the customer a vision board the other day, and it had a hot cocoa bar that was literally all from the dollar store. People knock sometimes where you get things, but it's not where you get it from. It's what you do with it, right? Because that was something I was told by a lady a long time ago who had a $5 million house. And I walked in and I said, oh my gosh, thinking, oh, she probably went to West End and spent, $3,000 on that couch. And she looks at me and goes, girl, you're not gonna believe where that couch is from. And I was like, wait, where? She was like, Walmart. And I was like, what? But it's all about how do you present it and what the presentation is. So just to keep it affordable, making sure that, no, it's not going to look DIY. It's not. And I mean, do I get creative sometime? Oh yeah, I do. But you just have to remember that when working with Liffcake Parties, you're going to get that experience that you never thought that you could, right? I have customers that come to me and say, Carla, I feel like I threw up on you and just gave you all this stuff and then went, okay, see you later, and then you made magic happen. And that's just what I love. I love to be able to send pictures to my clients and be like, hey, do you like this? Or hey, do you like that? Or hey, do you like this? And to just watch their face go, like they'll say, I don't know. That really looks right, And then the day of their party, they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea, that type of deal. And that's what you get with working with me. I'm going to make sure that, and I know I always say the word magic, but that's just what it is. And every event has a magical touch to it. And I'm just grateful that I get to do it for my clients.
Yes, I love that. Thank you for sharing. That resonated with me because I do like to plan my own parties, but then I feel like once I'm at the party, I'm still stressed and not involved and not with the people, and I feel like if someone else planned it, like I'd be so much more present and able to enjoy it. So I love what you bring to the table and your creativity. Is there anything else that you wanted to share about event planning?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on, I know in the beginning we talked about how I can work with any budget. So let me just explain that really quick. So when we say any budget, that does not mean $100 because it doesn't get you very far, right? And so what I want to make sure that everyone walks away with is that, yes, with Liffcake Parties, we can work with any budget. We're not saying that we can't, help you go to Zerkers and figure things out and place them correctly and stuff like that. That's 1000% what we're able to do. But on the same grand scale, if you do want something that's, going to be a wow effect, no, my prices are not $5,000. No, my prices are not $10,000. It's not even $1,000. It's just working with quality and also making sure that we have the funds to be able to make that magic happen.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying. You have a lot of inventory, of things that your husband has made and just different themes. And so that's nice with working with a party planner too, because you have things that we don't have and are able to just add on that base. And so that's great too, just having access to someone who has the types of rentals and things like that you were mentioning. What types of rentals, if you could share really quick? Yeah. What were you referring to with the rentals?
Yeah, we have a bounce house for rent. We have a ball pit that's for rent. It's not like your, the cute ones that you see that are $200. This is one that's more affordable. But we also have some cute, we just added to our inventory, which we're so excited about for the holiday season. We've added some what they call bubble tables. They're just like little cute kid tables. They're pink and they're adorable. We're also adding in some other colors as well. But for right now, we just have pink ones. We have lots and lots of signs. We have the trunk boards, we have tables, we have backdrops, different kinds of arches that you're looking for. As you mentioned, my husband is my builder. And so he is able to customize and build any sort of arch or backdrop or you name it, he can build it for me. He's actually working on marquee letters right now that we'll have for rent as well that you can customize and paint, which are a lot different than the foam core ones because these ones are made out of wood. So you're able to customize the colors a little bit more and also they're more sturdy.
Yeah.
You name it. I mean, we just have it. I mean, if you just ask 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say, yep, we have it.
Yes.
No, my basement's overflowing right now.
Yes. Well, that's so great. This has been so fantastic to just get a deep dive into what you do and what you provide. And thanks again for sharing. And where can I direct people if they want to work with you?
Absolutely. So everyone can jump onto my social media at Liffcake, and that's Liffcake Parties. And we are here to book your next party event. And regardless if it's our, party planning services or rental services, you just let us know and we're here to help you.
Great. Thanks, Carla.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, as always, to Blaine with Ride the Wave Media. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, you can find me at A is for Adversity. There's always new updates there, new quotes and stories that are going on behind the scenes. P.S. I'm writing a book this year, so you can have updates for that. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, A is for Adversity. See you next week.
Hey, it's just Blaine and Bex here with the best podcast in Utah.
That's right. It's Radio Daybreak, a show highlighting the people, businesses, and events that make Daybreak, Salt Lake City, and Utah one of the most majestic places around.
Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and never miss an episode of the best podcast in Utah, Radio Daybreak.